can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design.
今回この EdgeNext に参加した理由は、自分の中で、やりたいアイデアがいくつかあって、実際にそれを実現することができないかっていうのも兼ねて、さらに豪華メンター陣もいるので、そういった方々から、いろんな教えをタダでゲットできる。やっぱり大事なのってそのアイデアだけじゃなくて、そのすごい細部の例えばアイデアのデザインであったりとか、それこそで大きなビジネスモデル、最初の顧客体験とかといった、最初思いついただけでは、まだまだブラッシュアップできてない部分が非常に起業する上で大事なんだなと気づくことができました。それはやっぱり本だけでは得ることができない体験だったと思います。
I'd like to share with my idea and technology and business plan, not only in my company but also outside of the company, even outside of Japan. And I'd like to shape up my idea. And the thing that I learned in this program is that if you make a business plan, your technology will be more better to develop. You will understand which point you need to develop. It's gonna be very clear. So that I'd like to recommend you to take part in this program, and I hope you change the world in the future. Thank you.
自分たちが分かっているようで分かってなかったことがいろいろあって、自分たちのビジネスプランっていうのもかなり、いろんな専門家方々、ビジネスをやってきたベテランの方々にいろいろ
やはりそのベンチャーの、立ち上げの時の厳しさであるとか、そういったことを非常に学べると思います。次の参加者へ一言、非常に勇気がいることだと思うんですけれども、一歩踏み出してしまえば、あとは、自分のマインド次第だと思いますので、ぜひ、勇気を出して一歩踏み出してみてください。頑張ってください。
京都大学の渡辺良樹です。VC の前で発表できるという機会があるので参加しました。プレゼントの仕方なども勉強することができました。ぜひ皆さん参加してください。
参加動機は技術を実際に事業として具現化するということをやりたくて参加しました。このプログラムで学んだのはチャレンジするリスクを取るっていうのはよほど実は自分にとって危機的なことに失敗しても危機的なことにならない、それが称賛される空気っていうのがあるんだということを学びました。ぜひ新しいことに始めたい人は挑戦して
先輩に誘われて入って、このアメリカ研修では、ビジネスの最先端で何が起こっているのかを体験できてとても良かったです。本当に刺激的な経験になると思うので、ぜひ参加してみてください。
研究開発から事業化までできる研究者になりたくて参加しました。チームメンバーの方や、メンターの先生方、関わってる先生方にすごくいろいろアドバイスいただいて、厳しくも温かい、厳しくも温かい意見をご意見いっぱいいただいて、すごく勉強になってます。ぜひ皆さんも参加してください。
And so that may be one thing to kind of think through, is really understanding when you're looking at a problem, to understand how is it from the person who's suffering that problem. Talk to enough of those people, really understand that it's the right problem and that it becomes a must-have issue for them.
Compared to last year, you guys outdid the last year's batch. The projects were way more interesting. A lot of new technologies, you guys talked about it. The philosophy of doing the right way of entrepreneurship in today's world is to not start with, I have a solution, let me find where can it fit, but to say, okay, maybe approximately I know what area I'm interested in, but let me go research the market first. Figure out what is it that the market wants, is there a business case to be built? And I think, if anything, in this regard, I think the plans were lacking still, because it didn't seem like most, except for few, didn't do any market research. You didn't go and talk to your customers to say, what do they think? And then there is a right way of doing it and a wrong way of doing it, but the point being, very few did that research. And then also in terms of trying to get to how to calculate how big is the market, what is your differentiation going to be?
The next thing I wanted to mention was speed. There were a couple of times where we talked about how long it was going to take to do things. And I just wanted to note perhaps something that you heard that we really talk about in Silicon Valley a lot is minimum viable product. The idea that instead of defining and producing the perfect product the first time, you actually produce kind of the most basic version of that product, and you get that out. Because even if you focus on customers, and even if you have them involved with you as you're developing, the way you're really going to learn is by being in the market. So a really good plan that also from a financial standpoint is more attractive to your potential investors is to get a first product out as soon as possible and then iterate on that.
There are a couple of things that there are common threads. I won't go over them, but I think the biggest thing is, the reason you're here is you want to learn something here, right? And one thing that I realized was, I think you should think bigger. Your business plans, everything was like $3 million. I'm like, business does this $3 million in 7 years is not interesting. I don't care who you work for, if you're taking your risk yourself, if you're working for NEC, nobody's going to be interested in that. How do you get to $100 million, $300 million? You need to think bigger.
So what you have to do is that you really have to figure out how do you stand out. You cannot be standing out on every dimension. So pick a dimension that you really are good at. Nobody's business plan is perfect. Nobody is perfect. So just don't feel bad that you didn't do a good job of something. Just concentrate on where do you stand out and really go very deep on that part. And then also take a look, okay, I stand out here, but what help do I need? Who will I need to help me further this business and further my idea?